Ecological approach is the only way.
Dog, 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 dog.
And the difference between me winning and losing is up here. Gotta have the mind.
Hello YouTube. The end is nigh on my Brazilian trip, so I thought someone mentioned I should do a commentary. So this is just going to be some commentary over my rolls. Round one with the man himself. This is the coach, the mastermind behind the Brushu team. And he loves to stand up and wrestle. Not a whole lot of room tonight on the mats. Very busy class. There's always a bunch of people at these classes, so you gotta really watch. You can't just you can't go crazy and spaz. Right now he's just did a great job pressuring through my guard. I'm trying to stay patient, keep my frames, find an opportunity to get out from underneath this side control, maybe get to my knees or regard here. I think actually here I'm trying to isolate an arm, maybe go for like a triangle, but we get to this front head position, which I feel very comfortable in. He's very explosive, so I know he's going to try to get to the back, so I just got to be ready to make it hard for him, try to face him, stay in front, see? And once again, we just got this small little radius that we're wrestling in, so any of my movements are going to be tight. He's controlling my head here. I shouldn't be letting him do this, but I'm thinking it'll lead to something for me, which it does. I got double unders here, so I'm going to try to control him with these double unders. Maybe get into a front, get him into a front head here. All I want to do here is get his hands to the mat, but he rolls to the mat for me, which is where I wanted him anyways. And here I'm just going to try to start putting pressure on his guard, making him wear my weight a little bit. You see I want that underhook. I want both underhooks if I can, so I can start pinning his back to the mat. Right here I've got his hips and shoulders controlled. This is where I'm comfortable, this is where I want to be at. And I'll slowly move to isolation, see how he deals with it. Let's see, we're just kind of flowing, maybe just kind of flowing around a little bit. I'm just kind of seeing what he's going to do to react to some of my passing or some of my connections. He's been working through an elbow injury as well, so you know we're not going full tilt. It was kind of like an aggressive flow, you know. It was great. Now we got round two here. So this round, I remember something that stuck out to me that I could improve is my head positioning. It seems when I take shots, a lot of times I end up with my head down instead of up. So like here I'm doing fine, but you see how my head is down low on his chest. I want to be controlling. I want my head on the other side towards my underhook. And I want to be building up height, which I am trying to do here. And he is he's strong. But I think cutting the angle, getting more behind him as I'm trying to control here. See, I'm just trying to wrestle basically with my head down on the mat this whole time, which he's doing a good job sprawling. There we go, I got some lift on him. So here, as soon as I finish that takedown, I'm not giving up any of the space that I just took. Oh, we ran into the wall. I was like, what? As I was saying it. But yeah, anytime you land a takedown, you want to keep control of that space that you gained. Glue yourself to their hips. I'm kind of seeing what he's gonna do. I'm pretty confident with my stand-up game, so sometimes I'll get into positions where I can work from a bad position, like giving him the underhook and let him get behind me. There, I probably saw that in a YouTube video, honestly. I think it's Kale Sanderson that does that wrist control into the single, or is that a high crotch? I don't know the terms, but here, just same thing. You see how I'm just staying as close as I can to him. I'm patient here. I don't have to do too much, and then, you know, we're just kind of working. All right, round 3. There, simple wrestle up, and then as soon as I got up, I controlled his far leg and put him down. He wanted to stand. I love wrestling. Just kind of feeling him out, seeing what he's gonna do. There we go. I got to an underhook. He actually trips me here. I think one of my teammates, Connor, does this to me all the time, so good on him for that trip. And then immediately, though, with that trip, I'm not letting him control me, right? You never want to be on the bottom if you're not in control. So when he put me down, I immediately went for connections, got back on top, got behind him, isolated the arm, and I believe this is just an armbar here. Okay, he's fighting to slip out. Turn that into a triangle attempt. Get on top. Just kind of scrambling around. Put him down softly. I'm not trying to hurt him. Yeah. I just want him down on the mat. Got his back. Crossbody control. And I was going to put that choke in, but I felt him stop. So now I'll try to put the choke in, I guess. Still, he's fighting out. And all I'm doing is just keeping my chest on his back, you know? Here we go, I'll pull guard. Right here, I'm looking for connections. I want my feet inside. I kind of let him step over. And he's working on isolating my arm, maybe for a Kimura or an arm bar here, like a Choi bar. Choi bar. But we're having none of that as I scramble into side control. And now I'm just going to put pressure on him, flatten him out, try to get to that mount position, and work on. Once I get to the mount here, I'm going to keep him flat, isolate his arms. Oh, he gets out. Could have had the toe hold, but I'm not ripping those. Immediate. See, this is what I'm saying. I took a shot, got in on his legs, but my head was down. I ended up, you know, doing something with it, but that's just because I stayed aggressive. It's just not ideal to shoot in and... Yeah. We're just wrestling. I'm just controlling his hips, trying to put him down on the mat, you know? Is this informative? Probably not. Let me know in the comments if you like this. Let's see, now we're doing some guard passing. So all I'm doing here is I'm working on, I've got the underhook already, so I feel like I've won most of that battle. And he is a bit smaller than me. Like, you know, there's a strength difference here. And just a little Americana. There's a strength difference that, you know, does feed into this dynamic of us. Same thing here. You know, another wrestler might have like spun around and tried to get to my back or something, or tried to face me, but on those wrestle ups, if you can grab that far leg and just kind of flop him to the ground, you know, get on top. Here we go, picked up another single. and now I'm just having fun with the guy. I like doing this with my smaller training partners that are aggressive. Just pick them up, throw them around a little bit. Stay safe though. But in a real match, if someone did that to me, I would slam them through the fucking ground. But how am I going to practice what that's going to feel like if I don't ever pick people up, you know? Kimura. Cool. Here we're actually speaking Portuguese, so he's telling me what my haircut's called in Portuguese, and I'm telling him that I understand. It's simple. This is the last round 2 of the video, so enjoy. See if we have any creative, fun submissions here. And he's aggressive. He's a fun round. I've got a collar tie. This is something that I saw. I'm telling you, I've been working where I've got inside position. I've got control of his wrist. So I'm just going to change levels and shoot into the single leg as I like pull his wrist that I have control of up so that I created space to get in. He snaps into a darce, but I'm keeping his hips away from me. And I do know this was tight. I remember it being tight, but like just not tight enough to finish. So I felt pretty safe here to let him gas out. Try to slowly work into a better position. Yeah, I'm starting to like push my head through further. I can breathe. Yeah, we're good. I'm just gonna put pressure on him until he lets go. He's trying to turn that. If he knew, well. See here, he got back inside, trying to be tricky with his guard, but I just stay heavy on him. Size helps in this position too, you know. I'm bigger than most of these guys right here that I've rolled with tonight. Just working on finding some isolation again. I don't have control of his hips, but I have his shoulders, so I'm just gonna look to isolate. Looks like I'm stepping over. I'm working on getting an arm in. There we go, getting to the back. Oh yeah, and right here, I hate whenever I choke people away from the camera, so I had the headspace to turn towards the camera before I choked them out, so there you go. Alright, wrestling again. He's beating me with the positioning. I'm kind of letting him. Here, I don't know what he was going for here, honestly. I don't know if he panicked or what, but he kind of just fell into bottom side control into mount, and then I just get an arm bar mounted up on him right here. Fatigue setting in for my opponent, probably. There's a bit of frustration too when nothing's working. Alright, here I'm in a little leg entanglement. This guy, he actually tapped me with a toe hold the first time. And look, he tried to do that Craig Jones, like, between the legs toe hold again. That's what he tapped me with before, and I knew it was coming that time. So I had to eat one of those to learn to watch out for it from him. Leg locks being historically my weakness anyways. I'm glad I get looks from him. So with a lot of these rounds, I'm not going super full tilt. I'm just trying to do the fundamental things that I know are important consistently, just so I stay fresh. I'm not necessarily like reinventing my game or anything while I'm in Brazil. I'm just trying to make sure I stay fundamentally sound as I let someone pull me into a guillotine. But I think that is the end of the round. He just didn't get in control of my hips, so I was fine there. And I'll finish it with the leg lock because it feels good to leg lock him because he knows what he's doing. But yeah, some great rounds tonight. Honestly, the theme for all this, for most of the time when I'm rolling, is get inside position, control the hips. When I'm on top, control the hips and the shoulders, lead into isolation or strangulation. When I'm on the bottom, make connections, make my partner post, get inside position, control the hips, put them down, and or get into a leg entanglement. I don't have a very flashy game at all. But yeah, this is the last practice with these guys. An amazing school. I love the energy. They really welcomed me in, not really speaking Portuguese. And they really made my trip great. So I appreciate those guys, and thank you for watching.
It's